Hey folks, it's Simon here with your Tao Daily for Friday, the 11th of October, 2024. Happy Friday to you. The S&P was a touch softer on Thursday after the CPI was a touch hotter than expected. Only a little bit higher, a little bit of a messy report overall. Not something that really overly fazed the market, especially given that the FOMC minutes really all but kiboshed the idea of further 50 basis point rate cuts unless there's another economic shock. So the market took that number in its stride, and now price is just kind of hovering at the top of this box. Now, I always like to see two consecutive closes on the other side of a support or resistance or congestion level to confirm a breakout. So far, we don't have that. We've only got one close above the box because yesterday was slightly back inside it. But, I'd have to say on balance, bulls have still got the edge here. We've still got trend, we've still got momentum. What's going to really come into focus over the next 2 to 4 weeks is earnings. All right, so earnings season officially kind of kicks off today. We've got both JP Morgan and we've got Wells Fargo reporting earnings before market, which will kind of help to set the tone for today's market. And then over the next 4 weeks, earnings season is, the earnings reports just come through thick and fast. So earnings will obviously be a dominant factor really for the next month or so. The election is also looming as well. That's less than a month away. And fingers crossed we don't get any more hurricanes. Earnings season, though, from a trading perspective, is a low priority for me this season. A couple of reasons. I don't like the October earnings season as much as the other three. It just tends to be less reliable. But also, we're coming into this earnings season with volatility already pretty elevated. We've already got a VIX at sort of 20 or 21. So that's a market with a sniff of fear about it already. And the way I like to play earnings trades is to buy stocks where implied volatility is relatively low, not relatively high, so that we can take advantage of that IV rush before the IV crush post earnings. But there are things to be doing outside of equities here as well. We've got setups in things like gold. We've got silver is I think worth keeping an eye on. Oil has been very, very volatile, but it looks to me like it's in buy the dip mode. I didn't buy this dip, but again, I think oil is worth having some focus on here. So there's going to be plenty to do over the next few weeks, whether you're focusing on equities and earnings or not. That's what I got for you today. I hope it helps. I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and I will catch you next week.